So FedEx left this here like this after its trip through hell. And I see there is a hole in it, which I'm going to take it that's like the drive shaft or something that punched through that, so. Alright guys, so the diesel has arrived. Let's see. Well, we'll get right into just the stuff about it, because everyone wants to know sizes and weights, and it is a pain. Let's put it that way. It weighs 47 pounds of oil in it. 50, I think it said, with the tank filled. So we won't be having the tank on it. But with that said, the Predator 212 weighs 38 pounds of oil in it, the stock one. So we're really not that much heavier. Now, where that ends. Now, actually, here's another thing about this. It's 20 millimeter shaft. So you need like, oh, what is it, like 1.5 millimeters or something off this to use a 3/4. So you got that to contend with. Let's see if we can zoom in here. There you go. A typical 8M bolt. And the one used to go in it. The thread pitch is super tight for the one that goes in here. And I've not even found these yet locally. I just had one and it fit perfect. But this is like an 8M, like 1.25 or something, I think it was. I don't know. I gotta go check later. I'll put it in the video. But I don't want to like give you wrong stuff on it. So the other thing that it does conform to, the exhaust is actually oriented the same way to the base. The base is the same as the 212. The exhaust setup and intake are all the same spacing and everything as the 212. And after you get past that, that's it. It's the only thing that's the same. So, let's see. Alright. So, the first thing you're going to notice is the pump. So, if you're going to use a CVT, you can't go here anymore. So, you'd have to put it down this way. And mine actually just clears it, but we're going to have the shaft issue. So, we'll deal with that later. If you ever tried to mount a 212 on the bicycles, see, we are right at, well, it would be from here to here. We're right at 14. So, you'll never fit this in a bicycle frame. Any of the gas bike frames. It's impossible. And the other thing, too, is, if you all know, when you go up and down this way, this one here is sitting at 13. So, let me show you what the issue is going to be. Alright, so technically your head would be about here, the oil pan, and a lot of people would take it off on the 212 and use like a squished one as well. We don't have that for the oil pan valve cover, so we don't have that option here. And we have this injector, and the frame would actually hit here on the gas bike frame, so it's impossible. I got the felt picker, I got all of them. So I'm going to actually mod a frame to fit this and weld it, because it's impossible to fit otherwise. So, but all in all, I mean, width-wise, we're about 12, for the width-wise, you're about 12 inches with the cover and all that over here. Oh, there we go. Plenty of room. Yep, definitely plenty of room now. Alright. Alright, so here's where I'm at. I ground all that off nice and clean. Got this all ready. This piece actually used to be flipped over, that end up here, and it would come down and go in. So what I did is I just flipped it over, have it go straight down, which gave me about that much more room, and it'll get it down a little lower also. And by pushing it forward, I can clear my crank sprocket then. So it'll be sitting about here and clear everything. And since it's forward, it's up in here, the injector, and the injector will sit like literally a ½ inch, 1 inch off the frame here. So I got a good setup. May weld a support beam across with the platform directly on it. Not sure yet how I'm going to do that, but I got a couple things I'm going to go with. And yes, before I hear all the crazy conspiracy theories about the frame welding, I've welded them many times before. There's no issues with it. I think the problem was people just didn't weld it the right way. And that's why it would break. But I don't know. A lot of the stuff people say about welding aluminum's crazy on bicycle frames. I don't understand their logic to it. But anyways, I got 38 millimeter. I think it's 3 millimeter thick tubing coming. We're going to put one piece cut to fit this straight out. We're going to have a mandrel bend where it doesn't deform the tubing. And then we'll cut this to wherever that is. Inside here, I made an aluminum slug. It's about that big. And it fits perfectly to the inside diameter, and it's press fit on. So, and then it'll be welded to it. So everything's aluminum, so that's be nice and solid at all the different weld points. So that's where we're at. I'm waiting for the aluminum to come. We'll get that, get it cut, get it put on the correct orientation, welded, and we go from there. But that's where I'm at.